Transformers more than meets the eyes. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and today we are going to continue with our review of the Transformers Studio Series 86 Swoop Transformer of the Dinobots collection. This is a leader class Transformer, and here you can see my son had a little bit of fun since between our last video and this one, and just kind of wanted to pose all the Transformers, and I thought it was kind of cool how he did that. So let's have a good look at how they did that, or how he did that there. And so there you see the box that we took the Swoop out of from last video, and there's an unopened one there. And so here is Swoop, and he's all posed up. And so let's go ahead and we're going to today transform Swoop into his Dinobot or dinosaur mode, and then we're going to transform him back into this mode here. So I'm just going to move some of these Transformers a little bit so I don't knock him over while we're transforming him. And we're going to take off these guns. As I mentioned before, unlike the original Swoop, these ones do not fire off. They are gold colored instead of the red colored one. And these would just sit here or in the hand. We're going to move them here because when he transforms, they're going to end up there anyways. Same thing with this one. And this one is just going to go right here. He has two swords. You can see my son has him holding a sword there, and he's got a sword on the back there. So we're going to take off the swords because we're going to need them off while we're doing the transformation. Let's pull that out. Okay, so first things first, let's get his arms in position. We are going to basically, first we're going to fold in the hands. So they just fold in like this. And on this side as well, we're just going to fold in the hands there. The hands actually go in pretty straight there. And they just lock in into this clippy part here, where that joint goes into there. And we're just basically just going to keep the hands stiff there. Fold the wings in until it locks in on both sides. And so that is actually step one of the transformation. Now there's a few ways you can do the next part, and I'll just do it my way there. We're going to kind of flip the head up a little bit. So the mask here, or his head here, again, very nice head shape. We're just going to flip the beak up a little bit. We're going to raise this flap here so that the head can go in there, and then we're just going to lock it in place. All right. Now, in order to get the head back, we are going to just kind of flip the chest back a little bit. So we're just going to swivel this chest plate open, okay? And that way his head can move up. Now, it's very important that this tab right here gets pushed down, okay? That allows his head to move the way it's supposed to move. And then basically from there, we are going to collapse the chest in. So we're just going to, there's a double joint here that we're going to kind of swivel in the chest together. We're also going to, at the same time, we're going to start to get the wings out. So we're going to put the wings out here, and the wings are double jointed. There's one wing there, and then this thing folds in, it's tabs into place there. And again, there's a tab right there that the wing is going to tab into as well. There we go. And so, as I said, these rockets kind of stay there. And you can have them move these out a little bit if you wish. Okay, so that's that there. We're going to squeeze the chest a little bit together more. Whoops. These need to go together more. There we go. Okay. Now, basically, that's most of it. Now we're just going to do the feet. So the feet is easy. You're going to flip the blue thing down, and you're just going to swivel the feet up like this. And then we're going to bend it over. There is a tab for, where is it? This foot thing here to go into this blue thing here. And we do that on both sides. And then we basically lock that into position there. And for the most part, Swoop is done. Can flip that up a little bit, and you can see he's got the feet here, so you can either have the feet like this if you're going into flight mode. So you can have him flying like this, You can see the wingspan is pretty wide. The mouth, and then, sorry, you can also go, let me just kind of show you a little bit here. The mouth does open, so you can pretend he's shooting a blast out of his mouth there, as he does in the cartoon shows. And you can have him also sitting, like in a perched mode, so you can flip the feet in like this, and just kind of bend his head down a bit. And now he's like this. Alright, so that is Dinobot Swoop. Looks pretty cool. Now, I always had a soft spot for Swoop, because as a child, he was the only Dinobot I actually had as a toy. So I always loved playing my Swoop. And my original Swoop died. His head thing came off. And so there is Dinobot Swoop. So I thought it'd be cool to pull out my son's Dinobot G1 Swoop, so you can kind of see that. We're going to transform this quickly. This is a lot easier to transform. We're going to just push that in. He's got this wheel thing in here, so we're going to plop that out here in the chest area. We're going to, yeah, we pushed the hands in already, and now we're just going to push the chest plate in. It's a little bit tight, this joint. We're going to push that together. The head just comes up like that, and the wings go like that. You can see the red feet there. You can see the much different coloring in the feet. And so this Swoop, much easier to transform. And that's pretty much all she wrote for that Swoop. So you can see, if we want to perch Swoop up, we're going to flip his feet up here, and you can see the size difference now. So one, you can see the coloration difference. This is, you can see the red color here. Original Swoop toy was red, chested, and then where the toy, the cartoon was blue. You can see that the original beak was kind of clear, and the mouth was red here. And you can see the cartoon version in this this Studio Series 86 version has the yellow beak there, or gold beak. And the red part's the same. This part here is very similar to the red part here. The Autobots insignia on the beak is very similar, except obviously the coloration is a little bit different. And yeah, you can see the red feet there, and then obviously the gold feet there. And the wingspan, you can see obviously this is the Studio Series in general is much bigger than the original Dinobots, which is awesome because they're now to scale. But you can see the wingspan is much wider for the Studio Series 86. And above, you can see when we transform, or when we kind of flip this over to this way, and we'll just move his head back again. You can clearly see, I mean, we just put this on top, the size differentiation between these two. There you go. It's you know, much larger for this upgraded Swoop, and you know, kudos to Hasbro for making probably the nicest Swoop that they've come up with. And in general, so far, most of the ones I've seen of the Studio Series 86 have been like bang on. Really nice versions of Transformers. Very nostalgic, very posable, and they, you know, very cartoon accurate, which is amazing. Okay, so let's, we're going to transform Swoop back. I'm going to transform this quickly back in, and we're going to compare the heights and everything. But yeah, you can probably already tell that the original Swoop is so much smaller than the updated Swoop, and as well much a little bit more steps. Now compared to the other Dinobots, Swoop is relatively straightforward. Some of the other ones, like Sludge in particular, the Brontosaurus, was a lot more trickier to transform. And with the G1, the trickiest part of Swoop is this middle chest plate. You got to pull it apart, which, you know, ordinary is not that difficult. But because I'm doing this on camera, I have my body in a weird position, so I can't get full force to pull this thing apart. All right, there we go. Let's get this out a bit more. There we go. And we'll push this down, and we'll push that out. Okay, so that is original Swoop. And you can see that even as in full robot form, and I don't have his weapons with me, but the full robot form is shorter than the Studio 86 Transformer. So let's go ahead and go back to the main event. We're going to transform Swoop back into the normal robot mode. And again, I love this version of Swoop. It's a really high detailed version. The beak is really nice. I love the eyes. Like, this is really well done. The mouth shape, the fact that it articulates the wings, they can move a bit there. So you can definitely do some posing even in dinosaur mode. And so anyways, let's transform this back. And let's go. We're going to start with the feet. Oops, I just dropped my other transformer. Let me just pull that back up. And so let's, again, we'll get the other foot in. We're going to flip this foot out. This blue thing comes back in to give some support for the foot. And again, we'll do the same thing for this side. We're going to pull that foot out, flip this blue thing back in, and now we have the feet ready. Okay? So now we're going to do the wings. So we'll start with the wings. We're going to flip this point back up. It tabs into this area here. And same with this thing. We're going to move that up. It'll tab over here, and then we're going to move the wings back over there. Perfect. And now we're going to get the arms out and the head as well. We're going to get that fixed up. So we pull those arms out. We're going to kind of finesse the chest back a bit, kind of wiggle that out, and open up the chest wide. Now for this part, we have to be careful. We're going to have to flip this thing back up. There, this blue thing here goes back up. And then we have to release the this yellow thing, otherwise we can't get his head up. So we got to flip this thing up, and now we can uncover the head, and then we're going to flip this thing back in. And now we're going to push that part down, the beak down, and then we're going to close up the chest plate there. And now we just got to get the hands right. So the wings can kind of sit wherever you want. If you want to kind of have it bent or have them full out, it's completely up to you. The hands can sometimes be tricky. So we're going to flip the hands out there. So that time it worked really well. And then we're going to flip that out. So that's pretty good. It worked out just fine there. And the swords. And we'll put that back in here. And I forgot to put the swords on the dinosaur mode, so maybe I'll have to transform it one more time to show you where the swords can go when you transform it into dinosaur mode. But you got the two swords there, and or you can take one of the swords off, and there's a little notch here. You can put the sword on if you wish, and have it kind of hold there, like as if he had a sword holster, but obviously attaches to himself. And I guess you could technically put the swords onto here as well. I believe they will snap on there. The guns, again, are movable. You can put them there. You could put them also on the side of the arm here if you wished. You could have it like that, or you can have them in the hands in either which way you want to do that. Okay? They don't fire, so you don't have to worry about those things firing into your eyes or your kid's eyes, so that's good. And so that is Swoop in a nutshell. Very posable, as I showed you in the last video. You can, just like all the other Studio series in general, including all the Dinobots we have reviewed, very, very posable. comparatively. And again, this is the original Swoop. So you can see that new Swoop is at least double the size, you know. There's no articulation with these hands at all. You can just move them up like that, but there's no bending in the arms. The legs don't bend at all, really. So yeah, this is like, although I love the G1s, this is just like taking it up. A very, very nice toy that just brings it up to the new level. And yeah, highly articulated, very posable. You can do it in any which way. And this is probably one, I have to say, this is probably the best Swoop I've seen. So they really nailed it and hit a home run with this one. And as with pretty much all the Dinobots, I think, to me, all the Dinobots look amazing. And all these, so far, the Studio Series 86, I'm very happy with. Some are a little harder to transform than others, for sure. But all in all, so far, I'm loving this series. And I really can't wait to see some of the new Transformers and Transformers that are not so new, but I haven't got to yet. We're going to try to get as many of the Studio Series 86 as we can. I really do like this series, and I kind of want to see how they all connect together. So, you know, look out for future videos that we're doing for like Optimus Prime is out, and so we're going to get that. Ultra Magnus is out, and we're going to really try our hands to get that one. Starscream is out, so we're going to try to get that one. So there's a bunch of them already out. There's a number of Autobots as well. We're going to get those. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. So I'm going to transform this one more time, but while you're watching me transform it one more time, because I wanted to show you where the swords go, again, if you, a lot of you that watch our videos don't subscribe, and please do. It really helps the channel, and we are really trying hard to get to 1,000 subscribers. And when we do that, we're going to get a very special treat. We're going to pick up a Robosen Grimlock to go with our Robosen Optimus Prime, and we're going to pair those guys. But first, obviously, we have to get it. And then we're going to, you know, watch it transform, take it out of the box, see what it can do, see all the moves it can do, and then we're going to pair it with Optimus and just kind of have a lot of fun with those two Transformers. And so yeah, help us out, help the community out. We're aiming for 1,000, so if you're watching this video, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and that'll definitely help us out. So thank you in advance. Again, we're just transforming. I'm not going to go over what we're doing because we kind of did that already. I'm just going to go through the steps, and we're going to get this transformed one more time into dinosaur mode. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, since I do have all the Dinobots, we're going to just have some fun and maybe do another video or two with the new Dinobots with the old Dinobots and kind of compare all of them in their robot form, as well as their dinosaur modes, and just kind of compare the whole series as a set now that we have them all. And it's kind of fortuitous that I was able to get the set of 4 Dinobots earlier this year, or not too long ago, and then Swoop comes out, so I was able to complete my collection pretty quickly. I know a lot of people that started off when it first came out, because I think Grimlock came out a number of years ago. Like, we're talking maybe around the beginning of COVID. And so a lot of people have been waiting a long time for this set to be finished. Oops, I messed up the head a little bit. There we go. Okay, so here's Swoop again, and I forgot to show you where the swords go. That goes one. You can put it on into these toe areas. So you can put it here, and you can put it here. And so if you like it in dinosaur mode, and you're looking for a place to put the swords, that's where they go. Kind of cool. It looks kind of different. Now, obviously, you can't. It'll be hard with the swords to pose it standing, so you can't really do that. But when it's down, you know, it looks kind of cool. Or you can just do it without the swords. I always like to put the accessories with the Dinobot just so I don't lose them. And so, yeah, that's a nice place to put the swords when you transform it in the dinosaur mode. Okay, so this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. I hope you enjoyed this video as for a full review and transformation of this awesome Swoop toy. And again, thank you so much for subscribing. And so as you subscribe, you won't miss any upcoming cool videos. And we are going to do a bunch more Transformers and of course some Lego. And then we're going to throw in some other collectibles in there. Again, this is collecting for fun. So we are definitely going to show you some other collectibles. So if you have any suggestions for other collectibles, put them in the comment section. I have a lot of signed, autographed, cool items and autographs as well, and statues galore. So we'll definitely start kind of trickling out little things here and there to kind of vary things up again a bit. And so we'll look forward to doing that. Thank you so much for watching. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. And again, this is Swoop. And yeah, awesome toy. You guys take care, okay? Bye.